Imagine thinking that Amazon was still a bookstore when actually it's the biggest distributor of any product you could ever want. Imagine thinking that Nvidia is simply a gaming chip company when actually it's the biggest distributor of H100s and GPUs for AI inference compute. Imagine still thinking that Tesla was an EV auto company when actually it's on the bridge, the brink of many S-curves, and these S-curves are well and truly going to grow this company exponentially. Please stick around as I go through the modeling of this company from one of the most trusted financial analysts I follow. He's called Cern Basher, and he's one of the best financial analysts. He is an independent financial analyst, but he is able to model the impact of the Optimus robot, energy, and also all the other businesses that Tesla are creating. I want to go through his evaluations, his data, and just pull out some of the most important parts that helped me understand why this company is a company that I'm going to add and increase my position in, because it's truly a company of the future. Some of the largest wealth advisors on the planet give Tesla's price targets into 2025 a very unappealing outlook, because they aren't looking at the company of what it could be in the future. They're currently looking at it as an EV company. They're forgetting about all of the businesses that are going to be growing over the next few years. So they currently give, for example, Deutsche Bank give a price target of $295. You've got JP Morgan giving a price target of $135, even though the stock's currently trading at nearly 2.5x that right now. You've got Bank of America that give it a more generous target of $350 a share, but they don't take into account the potential of the Optimus robot. You've then got Morgan Stanley, who I would say are the most credible at evaluating the Tesla stock price. They give it a current or, well, potential future price into 2025 of $500 a share. They've also started to model the bots and that impact, and that could add an additional $495 a share. They all are handicapped in how high they can set their price targets, because they are realistic in the fact that they have to go with what the current stock is trading at. They can't go too far away from that. They can't deviate too high above that current price, which is the advantage. You've got so many S-curves that are about to be realized. You've got robo-taxis, energy, and AI robots. This is insanely exponential. Like, subscribe, share the video with anyone who you think is a keen, avid Tesla investor, or is just interested in innovation in the future. I'm going to take you through some of the most important aspects of this company. There's going to be 2 installments to this, so this is the first part. This is only looking at some of the businesses that are more short-term, and they are already going to start to grow exponentially. Cern Basher's modeling is very detailed and comprehensive. He looks at the current business of Tesla, breaking it down into hardware, software, and services, current and future. Let's have a look. Current hardware, electric cars, battery storage products, solar energy panels, supercharger network. Future hardware, the Cybercab, the Robovan, the supplier of parts to other automakers, supplier of parts for bots. Current software, the autopilot and FSD, the auto bidder technology, which allows them to predict movements in the markets. The licensing of FSD as a future software for GM and other automakers that aren't currently able to develop FSD self-driving software. Supercharging network billing, the management, the maintenance, and the data analytics. Current services, the supercharger network, the Tesla insurance, the service centers, the EV reg credits, which is where they're able to benefit on their market share and innovation and their advantage in how they've managed to manufacture EV cars at such a cost-effective way. The robo-taxi network is a future service. The current Optimus robot, and that could become a future service. The Dojo Compute, a future service. We're going to take a deep dive into the modeling and the numbers behind the 3 companies that are growing within Tesla, from EVs, energy, and services. So let's take a closer look at the first one, auto, how that's going to impact the bottom line. Now let's look into the details behind the electric vehicle aspect of Tesla and pull apart what this could do to the overall share price and the market cap of Tesla. Let's start off with the amount of EVs being delivered. So you have, on the left column, you have the year, all the way down to 2024, and then the right, you have the amount of EVs that are being delivered. You can see that by the end of 2024, you're looking at 1.8 million EVs being delivered. By the end of 2030, you're looking at million EVs being delivered. By the end of 2035, you're looking at 15.5 million EVs being delivered. They are astronomical numbers for an amount of electric vehicles being manufactured by one company. Let's look at the EV's revenue in billions, what this is going to do to the company. You can see by the end of 2024, you're looking at 76 billion just from the EVs. By the end of 2030, you're looking at 288 billion just from the electric vehicles. And then by the end of 2035, you're looking at 481 billion just from the electric vehicles. This is going to have an impact on the market cap. By the end of 2024, you're looking at a $680 billion impact on the market cap. By the end of 2030, you're looking at an $864 billion impact on the market cap. And by the end of 2035, you're looking at an impact of $1.4 trillion on the market cap in billions to a company that's currently under 1.4 trillion. Okay, next company is energy, and this isn't even currently modeled by most of Wall Street. So let's have a look at how this impacts the market cap and share price. Energy storage in kilowatt hours. All the way to 2024, you've got 30 kilowatt hours being stored. You've got, by the end of 2030, 800 kilowatt hours being stored. And then by the end of 2035, that's 3,000 kilowatt hours being stored. This is a large amount of kilowatt hours being stored from solar, and this energy is going to be then harnessed in future operations. It's just a pure profit business that is currently not really valued or modeled. The energy storage revenue in billions. By the end of 2024, you're looking at $9 billion. By the end of 2030, you're looking at $160 billion just from energy. By the end of 2035, you're looking at $450 billion. And this is, again, not quite factored into the stock. It's not modeled in Wall Street's evaluation of this company. Energy storage and its impact on the market cap of Tesla. By the end of 2024, you're looking at $81 billion as an impact. By the end of 2030, you're looking at $960 billion, nearly a trillion. And then by the end of 2035, it's a $1.35 trillion impact. This is currently larger than Tesla is at the moment as a car company. This one small company is going to grow bigger than the entire Tesla company at the moment. Now, the final business that we're going to look at that is, again, not quite factored into the current stock price is the services. Now, when they start to model services into their share price, it's going to explode. By the end of 2024, you're looking at an $11 billion impact from pure service profit. By the end of 2030, you're looking at a $47 billion impact from just services. And then by the end of 2035, you've got $100 billion just from services. This is pure profit. This is the easiest business to margin. And when a company goes from creating a product to them creating a service as a subscription, that model is usually what leads to these exponential moves from a company like Apple, a company like Amazon that create a service-based subscription. The impact this is going to have on the market cap of Tesla is by the end of 2024, you're looking at a $6 billion impact. By the end of 2030, you're looking at a $66 billion impact. By the end of 2035, you're looking at a $150 billion impact from just services alone. This impact on the stock, it's nearly an eighth of the stock, and this is from just a small aspect of their company, and it's pure profit. This is very, very insane. If you get value from my interpretation of a financial analyst like Cern Basher, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment down below. I really hope that you got some value from this. It's important to understand the backdrop that Cern Basher has created. This graph shows the yellow, the blue, and the green. The yellow being the EV company, the cars, the blue being the energy storage company, and then the green being the services. As you can see, they are starting to grow exponential after 2025, but this is just a small fragment of where this company is going. If you just take into account these three companies, the share price should be at $219 a share. And by 2035, it'll be at $619 a share. That doesn't take into account where it's currently trading, which is over $300. So one of the reasons why this stock is starting to trade at a higher level is because there is starting to become this picture of what this company could become. Now, I said that this is just a fraction of what they are. What you really are investing in is the future, the autonomy, the cyber taxi network, and the humanoid robots. And I'm going to model in the next video just how much of an impact that's going to have on the future long-term growth of this company. And that's when you start to go into the tens of trillions in terms of market cap. Could it be relevant? I believe that when you think about a company that is currently not understood by the big money managers and the advised wealth, where there's tens of trillions that aren't quite sure of what this company could become, that's the opportunity. Having a time horizon that isn't actually even that long, a few years into the future. And if you invest now, I think that there's time for you to really see this company grow and see the excitement of what they create and be a part of that. So if you are a Tesla investor, if you are a Tesla consumer, then it's just a company that excites me. It's a company that you should learn more about or find out why these smaller parts of the company that aren't quite understood could grow into Goliaths and truly monopolize what makes Tesla Tesla. Again, if you got value from this video, please like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one where we'll look at the detailed analysis of what these numbers look like. And the humanoid robot really does have such a huge impact that the actual company looks like this, and you don't ever see the energy, the services, or the cars anymore. Instead, just like Amazon went from being a bookstore to now being a network distribution of any product you could ever want, Tesla will go from being a car company to an autonomous, humanoid, cyber taxi network company with services as a subscription. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Goodbye.